Hey, what is up everybody? It's Damron. We're playing Sniper Elite 5, the latest installment in the Sniper Elite series. This game is pretty awesome so far. I've really been enjoying it, but we are on mission 4, War Factory, of our complete collectible guide, grabbing all the documents, letters, workbenches, dead-eye targets, and hidden items in one playthrough so we can get all of the collectible related achievements in a single playthrough. So that brings us to mission 4, War Factory. So let's go ahead and get started. So you're going to zip line in from this location up here, and then we are going to make our way north from where you land. So you're going to kind of zip line across to these roofs, and then we're going to kind of go north up this little path, this little wall, to our first collectible, which is right here. So you're kind of going along this kind of thin, catwalk that's going to lead into this building. When you get into this building, hang a right, and you'll find your first collectible sitting on the desk here.
Good to know. That saves me some trouble.
Progressing east from that personal letter, we're going to go to this building here, which is one of our optional objectives to investigate the pump room. So that's the building that we want to go in. So again, it's just east from the last collectible. And if you're heading from that, you can kind of vault into this building through this open window, which will place you on the second floor of the pump building. So on the second floor, you want to kind of go to the central control area. In here, it's pretty obvious. This is where a bunch of control, computer systems are. But on the left side of this room, sitting on a little table, is our next personal letter. Continuing east from that building, so we've kind of finished up what we needed to do in there, and now you're kind of outside in this kind of steel junkyard. There's a little bit of railroad tracks in this area, but there's a lot of kind of junk steel piles. Okay, so this is the area that we want to go to. We're heading east from that building, and if you're heading in this direction, kind of go around these first set of junk piles, and on the other side you're going to see a pile of steel beams. On the corner of that is our next hidden item. From the gold pocket watch, we're going to kind of stay in this junk area. Okay, so just kind of look up, and we're going to go around these two other piles of junk. So I'm just kind of heading around these. You can see this kind of backhoe right here, so you know you're going in the right way. And here is going to be a stack of wooden beams. On that is our next collectible. Moving south now from the kind of junk area, we're going to head to the buildings that are kind of in the northern area. So you can see there's 3 buildings that are kind of side by side right here. We're going to go in the rightmost building. So you can see that right here. That's the building that we're going to go in. So this is what it looks like from the outside. So we're going to go ahead and head into that building to get our next collectible. Once you get in here, just head all the way up to the back of the room. And on the back of the room, on the right-hand side, kind of behind this yellow ladder, you're going to find your next collectible right here. Alright, so once you've grabbed that collectible, now we're going to get our next workbench, our first workbench of the level. So there's always 3 in the levels. But essentially go up this yellow ladder that's right beside that collectible to get to the second floor, turn left, and at the back wall you're going to see a door that is locked. If you had, some bolt cutters, you could bust these with a bolt cutter. I think we get one in here. But anyway, go ahead and pick that lock for now if you don't have bolt cutters like I do. And when you go in there, you're going to see a big stack of steel beams in the center of the room. Just go around those to the other side, and you'll see a hole in the floor. Now go into that hole in the floor, and you're going to be in your next armory as well as our next workbench. All right, so moving on, we're going to get our next workbench. So we're going to go east from the building that we were just in. So you can see this is where the workbench is that we just unlocked. And we're going to head to the east side of the map now to the refinery. So there's going to be an objective in here. So you're going to, obviously come here and do that objective. But also there's a couple items that we want to get on the east side of the refinery. So you can see we're on the eastern side of the building. We're up on the catwalks of the second level. So I've kind of cleared it out already. I've kind of searched the captains to get some items. But the first door on the right hand side is going to be locked, so you can either get the refinery armory key from the officer that's in this building, or you can blow up the door with a satchel charge, whichever you want to do. But once you open that, you're going to go into your next armory, which is going to house our next workbench right on the right side. From that workbench, staying in the refinery, so we'll just kind of head out of this room and just hang a right, and we're going to go right immediately into the next door, which you can open with some bolt cutters. Go inside this room, and immediately on your right hand side on a desk is our next collectible. So moving on now, so we're heading a little bit west. So there's this large building that has an optional objective, this kind of very large steelworks building in the middle of the map. On the northern side of that building is going to be our next collectible. So this is the building right here. It's this really the largest building in this area. It's got these three kind of arched entrances right into the northern entrance. So go in there and immediately turn left. You're going to be able to go up this yellow ladder, and when you get to the second floor, the first thing right in front of you is a small kind of operations room. Inside that, on a table, is our next collectible. So from the Steelworks building, now we're actually going to continue west. So this is where we were. We're just going to go west along this main road, and you can look and see exactly where I am, right? We're kind of to the left of this, L-shaped building. And this is actually the edge of the map that you can go to from this area. And from there, we're going to look kind of southwest to our next stone eagle that we need to destroy for our dead-eye target. So you can see, again, this is where I am. I'm at the edge of this wall, so where I was on the map, and I'm looking south west, okay? So if you look southwest, you'll see this stone eagle kind of on the corner of that kind of destroyed little structure over there. So just shoot that, bust it up, and we'll collect that stone eagle. All right, progressing back east, kind of into the war factory itself. Now we're kind of on the main road here, so I'm kind of southeast of where I just was, and you can see I'm basically on the main road. Where we want to go is this building right here to my to the left on the map, but you can't get in there from the north. You're actually gonna have to go through this checkpoint here. It's gonna have this raised gate right with the barbed wire around it, so you know you're in the right place. And as soon as you go through that checkpoint, hang a right to go through this open gate, and if you go right, you'll be able to go around the back side of that building, where you'll find some stairs that will lead up to the second floor of the building where the door is open. Now you can go in, and immediately on your left on a desk is our next classified documents. From those classified documents, we're going to get our next stone eagle for our 11th total dead-eye target. So just head back down the stairs that we just came up, and they'll essentially go back to the main road. Okay, so head back out here to the main road, and now look straight above you, and you should see this large crane that's kind of above the blasting furnace, but you can't miss it. Just look up there, and just to the right of that little structure is the next stone eagle that you can shoot and destroy. All right, so moving on now, we've collected that. So this is where we were. This is that building that we're in. So now you're going to actually have to make your way west. There's kind of some railroad tracks that go around the western aspect of the war factory. So just kind of make your way over there, and you'll have to go through the fence and climb down those stairs there to actually get to this kind of train yard office right here. So it's right where I was on the map. You'll see this kind of building. It's a train yard office. It's actually one of the spawn locations you'll immediately unlock when you open this door. So you'll unlock this as a starting location, but go into the train yard office, and on the right hand side on a desk is our next collectible. Heading back into the kind of war factory building areas itself, so we're kind of going east. So we're going to go to this armory that's right here. So you can see here I am on the main road, and it's kind of to my right on the map, or to my left if I'm standing. So you can see this building. It's kind of got this bricks on the bottom and this yellow on top. So you want to kind of go around the back of the brick portion, and then you can actually go up this ladder, and going up the ladder will get you to the second floor, which will be the entrance to the actual armory itself. So you can either blow up this door with a satchel charge, or if you found the shipping key from an officer, you can use that as well. So whatever you want to do, just get that open, and right in front of you is going to be our next workbench. There are some satchel charges in this armory as well if you want to get some for any of the other places we need to blow up. But just south of that armory is our logistics office. This is the main mission, one of the main mission buildings. So you can see that we're just south of the armory. So we're going to grab a couple collectibles in this building. So go ahead and head into the logistics office, and on the bottom floor, kind of right in the middle, you're going to see all these wooden boxes, on which is our next collectible. So once you've grabbed that stealth plating, we're also going to get our next collectible, which is actually basically part of the main mission. So you're going to have to head up to the logistics main office on the second floor. There's going to be a safe here. You can either blow that up with a satchel charge, or you can get the shipping warehouse key from the officer that's in the area. But once you open up that, you have to collect the manifest. Now this is part of the main objective, so you really can't miss this. but this is definitely our next classified document. So from that safe, just head left, and now we're going to go outside of the logistics office, and we're going to kind of be on this outside stairwell here, kind of on the middle of the stairwell. Now if we're kind of looking, you can see where I'm looking, kind of in the southeast direction. You'll see your next stone eagle sitting on top of this chimney stack of this brick building. So it's actually pretty far away, but you know, from the building I'm at, just look to the southeast. So this is where it is on the map, all the way down there. So just kind of zoom in on that and blow that up. That'll be our last stone eagle of the mission. All right, so after you've destroyed that stone eagle, now we're going to progress on to our next collectible, which is kind of south of us. So this is where we were on the outside stairwell. We're kind of just went southwest a little bit. You can see there's this large building on the southern section of the map, which is actually basically like a warehouse for the trains, like a little train yard, Tidmouth shed, I guess. So go ahead and head in there and immediately hang a right, and we're going to go up this stairwell on the right-hand side in this building. And when you get to the second floor, just head all the way to the back, and on a little train car will be our next hidden item. All right, so after we've collected that, now we're gonna, you know, progress northeast to the kind of large circular building that is part of our main objective. So this is the blasting furnace, and you can see we're kind of in, you know, we're going into this from the southern entrance. So I'm heading from that large train yard building into the blasting furnace. I've gone in from the south entrance, and once you come into that, we're gonna go up the left-hand stairs and just kind of hang a left as we get up to these catwalks. And we're gonna go into this left kind of office here, and in the back of this office is our next and final collectible of this mission, kind of sitting on the desk here. So that's actually going to wrap it up for all of the collectibles in Mission 4 War Factory. So just go ahead and beat the level, and hopefully you all are finding this helpful. Hopefully you're enjoying the game. It's super fun, and hopefully I'll see you in Mission 5.